been a while. I'm gonna try to record 2 videos today, but my first video will be a book haul. This is heavy. 12 books is actually a lot. Oops. So I just wanted to show you my little turtle. This is what he's supposed to do, but I always feel like the water, because I don't always fill it to the top, gets all the tea leaves. So sometimes, you know, I don't mind when he's dunked in there. But now that you see him, my tea is too hot to drink, so I'm gonna put it down just a second. I'm back. So I used the Storygraph app, and I used the owned books to keep a record of how many books I have. I've recently bought a couple that I haven't scanned in yet, so I thought I would scan them in and tell you a little bit about why I decided to buy it. So yeah, let's get started. So, my name is Cindy. Welcome to Snacks and Stacks. I like to talk about books, movies, and TV shows, and I usually do it while eating snacks, but I've noticed that eating and filming is not a great crossover, so I might rename my channel eventually, but for now, we're just gonna keep it going. Okay, so the first book I bought was The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Scwab. I got this because I didn't realize the size, and I feel like I'm gonna need to take some time reading it, so borrowing it from the library probably wouldn't be great. And I also feel like this would be a great book to annotate as well. I also already have the first 3 Darker Shades of Magic books, so I thought this would be good to like continue on with the collection. So let me scan this in. I love that they have this little barcode thing. You can just scan it, and sometimes it'll say that it's not it, but then if you skip it and scan it again, it works. So the next book I bought, I have already read, and I love this series. It's the Fireborne series, and this is the Walmart exclusive, so it's got the sprayed edges, which I think is really pretty, and I haven't bought this series yet only because I've been waiting to find one that's like all the same size, and I was like, well, I've already read it, so I need to find a place to put it, and but I saw a lot of copies of these at Walmart, and I felt like I needed to buy it just to make it seem like this book is popular and fantastic, because it is fantastic, but it's not very popular. So it's kind of like the way my brain works and like the overthinking. But yeah, I think it's worth it, and I'm excited to see the rest of the series all with their sprayed edges. And I also have been really enjoying paperback books because I feel like they're a bit lighter, so I like it. I also bought Long Live Evil, mostly because I keep hearing about it and I really want to read it, and if I have it just like on hand, then I will know to read it. I am a little bit like hesitant because it says book 1, which means it's a series, and I try not to get into too many series because I have a terrible memory, but it sounds like a lot of fun, so I bought it so that I have it. That's probably gonna be the premise of a lot of these. This book reminds me of a lot of the webtoons that I like to read too, where you get reborn into the world, and in this one you get reborn as the villain, which sounds like a cool twist. Actually, if anyone reads webtoons, there's one that is about being reborn into a villain as in a book. I can't think of the name, but I'll put the picture up here, and it's actually a really great webtoon. So then I also got Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, and I got the paperback edition. I basically got a buy 2 get 1 free at Target, and I got this one because even though I really want the Sanderson special edition one, I think this one will be great for annotating and for keeping notes, because this is my favorite book this year, and I wanted a copy so that I could reread it over and over and over again and take notes. And yeah, I think the paperback will be easier for me to carry around and read in my bed versus the very pretty collector's edition that I am hoping that my husband will get me for Christmas. So I got this one mostly so I can write in it without feeling bad that it's like a special edition. Also, the illustrator, I follow her on Instagram. She's one of my favorite illustrators, and so I can't quite afford her artwork, but I can afford books, and so I have like a lot of the books that she's illustrated. She's also illustrated the books for Six Crimson Cranes, so I have that set too. Now I have the pretty book. I also bought the Fairy Loot edition of Howl's Moving Castle. It is absolutely gorgeous. I have read this book before when I was a kid. I was definitely like still in grade school. I think I was in maybe 7th or 8th grade, but it is just a gorgeous copy. It's one of my favorite Ghibli movies, although I know the movie is not similar to the book, but the book, I still remember really enjoying it and just having a great time with it. I never continued the series, so I'm hoping that owning these will make me finish the series, and maybe I'll even read these to my son. He likes it when I read to him, so yeah, it's a gorgeous copy. I'm so excited to have this one. This book I bought because I've heard a lot about Miss Freida, and there's like a million holds on this book. So I got it from Book Outlet for pretty cheap, and that way I can read it because it's fall right now and I haven't read a thriller in a while. So I felt like if I'm gonna read a thriller, I definitely wanna read a popcorn thriller. So I'm gonna go with The Housemaid. I'm gonna try it out and see what it's like. Yeah. I wonder if this will scan because it's a sticker over a sticker. It worked. Next is the Hobbit graphic novel. I got this mostly for my son and I to read. We have just watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy for the first time ever. We really enjoyed it. We liked it a lot. Eric actually really enjoys running around and pretending to be the Gollum, and he'll be like, "My precious." Anyways, yeah, I thought we would enjoy reading it, and I was hoping that in the graphic novel sense, my son and I would read it sooner, but I did not expect there to be so many words and so tiny. So I'm not quite sure the decisions in the design of this book because it feels cramped, but I am excited to read it in this format. By the way, since I started The Housemaid, these are all Book Outlet books. Book Outlet has really cheap books, and sometimes they'll send me a coupon for $10 off, and I get sucked in and I'm like, yeah, I'll buy books for like 50 bucks. And also I had a really hard project at work, and to make it better, I told myself that every time I had a revision that was extraneous or just like really frustrating, I was going to buy a book. So I bought a ton of books. Yeah, so I also bought How to End a Love Story because I've been seeing this around and I feel like it would be super cute to read and to have readily accessible whenever I want to pick up a cute YA romance. Strange, it's scanned in a different book. How do I delete it? There we go. This is not sponsored, it's just a fun thing I like to do. The next book is the only hardcover book I bought, and it is As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow by Zoulfa. I bought this book because I really wanted to read it. The cover is beautiful, and it's also an Asian author and part of an Asian culture that I don't really know much about. This book takes place in Syria. I've heard that it has like a sad tone to it, so I'll probably read it in the new year, but I felt like I really wanted to have this on hand, especially during Asian History Month. I like to read books by Asian authors, so I guess it's Asian American History or Appreciation Month, but this author is not American, but it's still good to read about other Asian cultures, so 'tis my thought. The next two books, the first two books in the Skyward series, I've been loving Brandon Sanderson. I'm just not ready, I'm not ready for The Way of Kings, but I feel like I'm ready to go towards the sci-fi, and I think the way that Brandon Sanderson writes really works for me, and it's very clear and easy to read. And I don't read a ton of sci-fi because sometimes I feel like it's over my head. So maybe Brandon Sanderson can simplify it for me. I got the first 2 books to try it out and see what I think. And the last book is He Who Drowned the World. I still haven't read the first book, but I saw that the second book was at Book Outlet and it was affordable, so might as well have the set. I need to read these 2. So yeah, this is the last book. This is the last book. That makes my book count to 248. That's a lot. I do have some that I might be unhauling soon just to make room because my bookcase doesn't have a ton of room. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have some trouble fitting in all these books. How many books was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A dozen! A dozen books isn't too bad, right? Anyways, that's it for now. I hope you guys have a great day. Happy binging, happy splurging, happy book hauling, happy snacking, and yeah, have a great day. Bye guys.